following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. The way it ended and the way it started. For Chomik, disappointment. Terrible. Heartbreaking. Those are the words that described Chomik's December and late November in Super League. The Chomik Vengeance Tour begins tonight. He's been through the ringer. He knows he wants more. They don't call him the top hat and find the Chomiks for nothing. Can you capture the moment? And then we'll talk about heartbreak. For Grim, he was supposed to play T5. Got a DQ win with Drip. Then lost to JT because he couldn't find his schedule. But his presence will be known for tens of 20s of years. Decades from Balbon here. We'll remember what he did for this league in the bot. And it's an honor to call his first game on his homemade platform. It really is. Both guys have something to play for. But only one will come out on top. Whether it be the Grim Reaper or the Top Hat, we're not playing a Monopoly game. But you might as well call it a game of chance. Hello everybody and welcome to Chomik versus Grim. A great match. This will be the final match of the day. I don't have the updated schedule. I want to apologize for that. Unfortunately, Short had to do an event. He did not give me the updated stuff. We'll go to the old stuff. I'll try to piece it together. And once again, we continue the trend that never seems to fail in this league, it seems. We started the day with 2 Game 7s, Myth and Ypez taking the wins, with Radden and Brian coming in clutch, but probably the unknown of the unknowns, Ashley up 3-1. Eric forces a Game 7. All hell breaks loose in that Game 6 and 7. She found a way, and that makes it 3 for 3 on the Game 7s. That's 12 in the league in the first round. It's probably a league record. We have not seen anything like this. And it can be a credit to the guy that's playing tonight, MGR and Chomik. The last match of the Gryffindor region. A big-time matchup in store. Both guys know what's at stake. They're both coming off the DQs the last time we saw them in 24. Grim in T5 and Chomik, unfortunately, in Super League. And he looks to preview and take care of business tonight. It's the old 8-7 battle. How did we get here? Well, it was a great season for Chomik. 9-5, finished 4th in the Aquatic April Final Four. Just fell short to captain, lost 6-5. He doesn't have a medal, but he's been oh so close. He's now a newly minted master player. And for MGR, the Grim Reaper novice, only 2-4 last year, but he found a way to stay in. Had a great T2 for the most part. Finished 22nd. That was his big highlight. And now he looks to come back. I don't have the pod correct, but here's how it goes down. It'll be Chomik Grim right now, and then we'll have Cody Retro now moved to Sunday at 2 o'clock. Nam, unfortunately, couldn't take care of business against Goldie. Goldie finished him in 7. And then a highly anticipated match. We know Matt Johnson loves taking things 7. Well, with how things are going, you might need to chalk that one up to 7 as well. Jay Caesar in the building on that Monday at 1 o'clock. That'll be the penultimate game of the round. Looking forward to that on Monday afternoon. Well, that's it for us. Now we go into the scene, and in the scene today we have someone really special joining us. Of course, we got the main man, William Brock. We've seen Brock the Rock. He has been unbelievable commentating these matches, helping us out. Appreciate William Brock for doing that. We got Christian Tago tonight reffing the game. Shout out Christian Tago. This is his first ever ref stream game, in fact. Looking forward to seeing what Tago can do on a table as a ref. And we got Chomik here. Grim couldn't join us tonight, but he'll be obviously answering questions in text. We're going to go to Brock here first. Brock, You know a little bit about Chomik. You saw him in Super League, right? We know his split ammo game is lethal and dangerous. But he's playing the creator of all creators, man. Your thoughts on him playing the creator of the bot, knowing that he has a style that can be very intriguing to some, where you think he's got nothing, but he can hide it, and boom, the game's over with the split ammo.
Yeah, Chomik has certainly been a formidable opponent, and but I would say he might be at a disadvantage when it comes to the creator of the bot. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this series plays out.
We'll go with Chomik now. Chomik, I know you're one for not many words, one for few words. I want to ask you a simple question, man. As Drip joins the side, Drip, real quick, you want to commentate, Drip? You got time, man? Oh, it'd be crazy if we get Drip in here. I don't know. Nah, it's all good. Appreciate Drip coming in. Maybe I'll get this thing on there. We're gonna try to get everybody involved tonight. It's Lane wants the creator. But Chomik, my question is, man, look, you're on a vengeance tour. Let's face it. You had Super League was not it, right? You just had a lot of scheduling mishaps, a lot of things you couldn't control. Unfortunately, we had Thanksgiving running the way in America, and then you couldn't close the deal. You get a chance to come back in 2025 with fresh blood. What do you got to do to encapsulate this energy to make it happen?
Uh, mainly just try and not let what happened in Super League happen again. Uh, because the worst way to go out is with a DQ. It's not fun. It's not fun for any party involved. And I don't want anyone to have to go through that again. And I don't want to go through that again. So, I'll try my. I don't exactly know what it takes to play against MGR. Never played him. Haven't seen his games, but I will be trying my best in probably the only way I know how. So, I hope that answers the question well enough.
No, that was good, man. That's definitely very good. And we're looking forward to, I think on many terms, man, just getting back in the groove here, right? We know what happened, man. We know what happened. It wasn't meant to be, right? Super League, we had a lot of logistical nightmares. A lot of things probably could have went a lot cleaner. We cleaned it up, and so far we're batting at thousands. We thank everybody here who's played already or has participated or soon to participate tomorrow. We have a 6-pack of games. While I wait for Grim to finish the game question here, we'll go to tomorrow's schedule real quick. I don't have it, so I'm going to explain tomorrow. In 12 hours from now, that's right, less than 12 hours, I'll be on background 9 a.m. Then we got a flurry. Then it's 12 o'clock, Nick Seth. Then we got a 1 o'clock stream with Camaro and Sanford. Going to be a really good one there. Good old Cam making his D1 debut. After that, we followed up 1 hour later on a non-stream with G and Yoshi, the D2 commission battle, as I call it. And then the last two games are really good. We got Ghost Guy, another crossover game, and then another crossover game with DJ Hockey, with Sapir making his booth debut. As of now, my final 10 o'clock stream for a long time, so looking forward to that as well. One last time on the 10 o'clock. We're just waiting for Grin to answer here. I'll see if I can text him. That's the beauty of it. But regardless, we'll go to Brock. Brock, one other thing, man. Let's just, before we get to the game, we have seen a bunch of Game 7s. What's your thoughts on the competitiveness of this field? You obviously didn't go 7. You were one of the now few and fallen to have only gone 6 or less. What do you think and make of the competition, man? It's been something, to say the least.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of pure competition. We saw what happened last night, and I would expect this matchup to be no different.
We'll see. It's definitely interesting, man. It's nothing like we've ever seen. We've never seen 12 Game 7s. We've never seen even 5 Game 7s pass the server around. It's something, all right. We'll see how we keep it going. We saw Game 7, Ice Kid 3 in a row. We've actually run if we count our Drip, and I believe Sting Dark went 7 as well. I think we're on
6 in a row.
Yeah, 6 in a row. But yeah, someone else went.
Yeah, we're on number 7.
Oh my God. Is this destined?
Could be the 7th Game 7 in a row.
That'd be something, man. It'd be a seventh heaven for Game 7. I mean, who knows? We'll see. We'll see if we get the stream. We're just waiting on Grim. I don't know where he went, but we'll get him in a second. I'm looking forward to this. You know, Grim probably knows this thing better than anyone else, right? He probably programmed the damn things. You'd think he'd know it, right? You wonder how Chomik comes in with this split ammo style that we all know and love. It's worked on this bot, but it's also been a tactical measure. I'll go to Sting here first. Sting, you played last night on this thing. What were some metrics, man, you learned from that Dark game that you can apply to the viewers here tonight? What were some things you saw from that first-hand experience? Go ahead.
Well, Dark is definitely quite the unique player. I definitely don't think that either of these two players play quite like Dark does. They're like, I feel like a lot faster, thus a lot more dynamic, perhaps. Also, in the Dark game, our ammos were pretty much equal, and the score did reflect that. It went to Game 7, the furthest it could have gone. So what I'm trying to get at here is that our players, Chomik and MGR here, should perhaps be like wary about each other's playstyles, which is something that I really struggled against Dark with, because that was a very unique playstyle I hadn't played against before.
Yeah, Dark, we know the chess masters slow it up. I think Tago's going to try to get Grim, but I'll also give Tago his chance. Tago, your thoughts on this matchup? You've seen enough of Chomik. You played him. Well, heck, you played him last March. And you took care of business against him. You know how he plays. But that was the old bot. That was 12 months ago. Now, what do you think with this new platform we're going to see? And probably out of everyone that lost in Super League, probably the most heartbreaking, right? Didn't even get a chance. So you think he comes out with Fury? Let us know your thoughts. Feel free, man. Be your speaker type. You're also the ref tonight. Go ahead. See what Tago says here. And then we'll get, you can put it in there. I got Vapor here tonight. Vapor, I guess we'll go around the room. Welcome, man. We're waiting for Grim, so we'll fill some dead air here. Vape, what do you think? What do you think of the madness, man? You just texted me about 2 hours ago saying Eric Monaco played his butt off just to lose, but it's Eric Monaco, man. I mean, it's crazy. Eric Monaco, Leah, Zach. We don't talk about Ellison, unfortunately, just didn't have it. But those 3-16 seeds, we've seen the upset with Goldie. We've seen Jenna. We've seen all these upsets, but at the same time, we've also seen just competitive gameplay where it's come down to the last card. Sting Dark was a classic that wasn't on stream. Orange Rip, from what I understand, wasn't there, was fantastic. There was a lot of fantastic games. What do you make of all this? Go ahead, man.
Unless your name is Christian Tago, there is absolutely no parity in this league. Everyone can beat each other, and I absolutely love it.
Well, that's the thing, man. It's there's only been 2 sweeps. Obviously, the one other sweep was it was H. Tago, right? The other sweep was Kevin Allen, but that was a whole different scenario with Kev, right? So we kind of put that one to the side. But you're right. You look at Brad, unfortunately, he bit the dust. And it's that's the old Ard, the Sean Ard heat check. I'm very excited to fight out of the buyers, Chomik. A lot can happen tonight. I hope to see that in Game 7 too. I expect great things. Yeah, well, look, man. I don't know. It's that's a heat check art thing, but I expect great things as well. We've seen great gameplay. I can't ask for anything more. That's it. Chomik, Chomik, idiot me. Tyler, go ahead and ping Grim. See what's going on while we fill this dead air. But yeah, it's pretty much all we've gone as we wait for Grim here. I don't know where he ran off to. But other things to really note today, look at Myth and Radden. That one came down to really the last cards, man. It came down to the last cards of just who can figure out and find a pace on wild cards. And unfortunately for Radden, he just fell short. The other game with Yepes Brian's thing was there. Brian had a crazy chain that he won in Game 3, but he was at check and then blew it. Then he somehow found a way to rally in Games 4, 5, and 6. Sure, he lost Game 4, but the confidence kept building. He was hanging on. He lost Game 7, but he took it 7. right? And that's the thing. Everyone's been able to push the limits, Brock. Do you think, as we continue to wait here, do you think there's something else to be said about not just the players, but the platform being so new? I was just talking in the other stream. There's about 25 metas. There is legit 25 metas to this thing. Do you think that it creates the parity that a lot of people love and see? Because we know it's supposed to be March. It's supposed to be Madness in March, right? But it wasn't last year. It was March Mayhem. It was more of a wait and see on it. This year has been more March truly Madness in the sense that we keep going these close games. Well, what do you take on that, Brock? Oh boy. Well, I'll go to Vapor. Same question.
Repeat it. I wasn't listening. Sorry.
I said we've seen a lot of metas on this bot. You were actually part of one as yesterday with Steph. I mean, shoot. Every single game we had some type of yes, no, yes, no, yes, no answer where it was ammo runs and ammo efficiency. And then in a sense, it came down to the last runs to finish the game for you guys. What do you make of that, man? Because that is something that we rarely see where both players get a ton of ammo. In your game specifically, it was one meta where it truly came down to the last laugh. Now, you did flush 3 wilds in a power play. That's the only difference. You had some good, classic, skillful wins.
Well, what I've seen and watched so far this season, which really hasn't been much, I think really it all comes down to not what you can do, but what you can keep your opponent from doing. Like you saw that in my game with flushing the wilds in the power play and really just trying to stay one step ahead. And I saw it with Ashley against Monaco in the couple games I watched out of that. Just really stopping your opponent's attacks, playing good defense. I think that ultimately was the meta on the old bot, is the meta on the new bot. And I think will continue to be the meta unless someone comes up with a massive breakthrough.
Right now, it's hard to read. Brock, you still there with me? Brock?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll ask you the same question as we fill this airtime. I was just thinking the competitiveness, man, the metas. Have you figured out, you've done, I believe you did you do last night's game? Yes, you did. You did with Lane M, and I wasn't here. I think you did another game. Have you figured out the meta, man? Have you figured out a little bit of the meta now as we start to understand watch games playing? Do you start to figure things out more knowing that it's new, but there's about 25, like I said, 30 metas being developed that gives you an edge compared to, let's say, the old bot that only had 3 or 4, and let's face it, you get 2 plus 4s, the game's over.
Yeah, I would say the newer bot is, I would say in a sense, kind of given a bit of a more level playing field compared to the old bot. As you mentioned, one player get like 2 or 3 plus 4s and it's all over, but whereas now they don't get as much. So yeah, that's definitely what I love most about this new bot.
Well, that's it, right? You don't have to win games anymore on just one specific call. You can win games on 20, 30 different strategies, and I said it in the past. You can have the best hand in the world. And then all of a sudden, your opponent's got a really good hand, Vapor Steven. And then you can win games with nothing, but then you can lose games. There's no working window anymore, right? It's all, every game is not the same game, and we'll just go from there. So it's a crazy world we're living in here, man. It's not the same Uno we go, but oh boy. All right, I'll get that later. There's Grim.
KT, I just wanted to congratulate you. A 20-minute pregame is the stuff of legends.
Thank you, buddy. All right, no problem, Grim. We'll get him back. He's good to go. Thank you, Tago. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, well, I'm good at filling dead air time. Vapor, I think, said it one time. I know Drip has said it in the past. I think someone else said it. Probably should I have been a commentator or something. Probably not wrong. But you know what? I don't mind doing it to you guys. Show my talents. Why not? All right, we'll see what Grim says here. We'll get it going. 20-minute pregame, as Sting says. We're going to get him on board. We got Brock as well. He'll be my co-comment. Sting, I have really good memory. I remember you were very heavy against it was Ashley Grimm, and you were rooting for Grimm to win that game. That was back in Aquatic April. She pulled it off, Ashley, as she always seems to does, but Grimm really challenged in that game. It was the old bot 2-1. Do you think Grimm, knowing that he has such coding experience, he's very... All right, we'll get the Grimm here. I just got to say it feels pretty... I've got me a chance to... yeah, Grimm, thank you, buddy. God bless you. You've created the ultimate motherships, man. Unbelievable. We can't be more blessed than that, for sure. All right. We'll get it started here. I don't want to do a 50-minute pregame, otherwise we'll be we could probably do a 50-minute pregame, but I'm not. I don't know who's a good pregame. I'm not. Who does it on the NFL? I'm not Carissa Thompson or I don't know whoever. But anyway, point is, let's get it started. Thank you, Grimm. For that, we'll go to Christian Tago. Chomik, Uno name. Have to change that. Alright. TI2211. Thank you, buddy. There we go. One power play, of course. Gonna keep it slow for Tago. First time tonight. Let's make sure he gets the commands right. Very good. Alright. Chomik, it's time for those most famous words in Uno, my friend. You know the drill. I think I know where you're going with it, but I gotta ask, how many for game one? I knew it. All right, well, let's start it out with the OG full send. Here we go. KT Brock on the call. Maybe throw some vapor. There's Grimm. He'll be muted. Let's get it underway. And it's only fitting we start...
Draw. Sorry.
Well, that's a chaotic way to start the game.
Oh, boy.
You did it!
Oh, my God.
You did it!
All right.
I take it that you can't take
okay.
advantage of this.
Double draw here.
Well, they're just... It's a thing where it's culture, I guess. It's all good. Anyway, let's move on. Now we'll see what Chomik plays. Now, we'll start with 14 cards then, Brock. Brock, your thoughts on just this interesting dynamic. We talked about the 4... Oh, hold on a minute now. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. Well, we'll go yellow 5 now. Here we go. We'll see, Brock, because with this game, with how it goes, usually a lot of the better players, right, they know how to sense the reads on the colors and the number efficiency, and that's what this bot's been really doing lately. But this game, we don't know. Chomik plays a split ammo style, and we know you love the fade. You wonder if the fade can work here for Grimm, but he knows this platform very well. So we'll see what happens here. And here he goes. He's going to do the classic vintage 2-card play. We've seen people make mistakes, right, on the 4-card chain today. And we saw Eric and saw Brian. And well, not really Brian, but we saw Eric mess it up today. And it can bite you, for sure. We'll go into DJ, back to Ghost. Red 4 nets appear. Grimm having fun now. Chomik goes up to the old background character. We'll see background tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Bright and early. Grimm will throw it to the Seth Green. Saw Seth Cole obviously today helping commentating. Appreciate that. There you go. Go for it, Sting. What you got, buddy?
I was gonna say that MGR is gonna play the first while of the game, but then I realized you already said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Grimm. Shout out to Zach. Yeah, he did a great job, man, with the cards. Fantastic. Everyone's really well lit up, man. These are probably the best cards. No cap. These are some of the best decks. Wait.
It is MGR 2 cards ahead right now. 6-8. Still a very even game, by the way. There's no huge disparity here.
No huge disparity for sure, Sting. Brock, now we'll go to you here. No huge disparity. Do you want control in this situation, or do you want to play it cool? We've seen both sides of the coin. We've seen one side of the coin where you draw, right, or then you go aggressive. Your thoughts on that, as Grim will just play it?
I would say when it comes to winning games in this league, I would say control is pretty much everything. So, I mean, I would say being aggressive is important, but you also don't want to be too aggressive because you don't want to use up all of your power cards. So, yeah.
We'll see what Grim will do here. Chomik right now, drawing on that green. What's that?
Vapor says in the VC chat, Stingray thinks he's the NBA star they pick up off the side of the road that just provides input on the game and random movement.
Oh my word! Huge quad play from. Oh my god!
MGR is gonna win it off that.
MGR. How about that? MGR wins in his first game on the bot. It's only Grim. If you can hear me, man, how's that feel? I know there's a lot of things going behind the scenes, man. That's got to feel special, right? It's your bot. You're right. You know the system. You just got your first win on Chomik. Playing a straight ammo, plan A, right? Talk to me about just the feel of the bot and deciding to make the break there. That was pretty cool, man. I think a lot of us can appreciate that for sure. Chomik, that game you really just decided to draw on the green. Did you have something in the green or maybe a save in the back end? Oh, man.
I had absolutely nothing on green. Just saying. I was mentally debating between myself to either just draw or use my wild to go to yellow. I ended up going with a passive option, but it ended up not working out. Although, in the moment, either option would have worked just as fine. You can't predict the future. You can only look back on the past.
Yeah, very, very insightful answer, Chomik. I appreciate that because we'll see how we adjust. Let's go to my man, William Brock. Brock, you saw it right there. You just mentioned it. You spoke into existence. Control of the game. Grim had control, was aggressive, and boom, got the win. Talk to me about the aggression and what it takes and how we can keep that rolling in game two. What Chomik's got to do to adjust. Go for it. Player mindset.
As far as what Chomik has to do, I guess would probably be a little bit more aggressive, but I can see why he wasn't very aggressive, considering he didn't want to use all of his power cards, because as I mentioned, you don't want to be too aggressive because you don't want to use all of your power cards. So yeah.
We'll go to Christian Tago real quick before I forget. Every time the game ends, just make sure you hit Uno log. 100% on me. Didn't tell you to start. All right. Oh, you did. All right. My fault. My a lot of these messages come up. Sometimes I forget because I don't have all the people. So I got to update the scoreboard. So just make sure you hit it again just in case because of the scoreboard. But appreciate that, my man. All right. Chomik, it's a free choice. Grim's up 1-0. What do we got, my friend? Everything's open as usual. Let's full send it, boys. Let's do it. Let's do a little full send action. How about that on a Friday night, Friday afternoon, or Friday evening, or Saturday morning, wherever you are around the world? Let's have a good time on a full send. Tyler, go ahead and put the full send jip before we start the game. Go ahead and do that, my friend. Let's send it. Let's have a good one. We already know the song and dance, Chomik. We know for sure. 13, 15, save the 14 back pocket. Let's send it, boys. Let's have a good one. Here we go. We'll start it up with Charles Samper. We'll see him tomorrow against Camaro in the Battle of the Golden State. Cali on Cali. Waiting on Chomik here. Gotta tell it to Chomik, man. And Sting, tell me the reason why after the game. I'm always interested to know. I like learning new things. All right, well, we'll go into a quick switch here from Chomik. For sure. Or from Grim, excuse me. Chomik decides to run with it this time. Here comes Chomik. Typing a little quicker tonight. Grim plays it cool. Now, Brock, you look at this. That's one of your fade looks. Is that first early switch over there from Grim? Your thoughts on that fade switch and having a little fun with that? Because that's the thing with this game. Sometimes when you do that fade look early, it can be off leading, but it also can be a counterpoint to the end.
Yeah, having the ability to do a fade is certainly an advantage when it comes to playing these games, because if you don't have much of the same color, then if you got the same number, then at least you got something to fall back on.
Here comes MGR with the +4. Here comes a potential big run. Let's see. Grim decides to go. It's 2-play right there. Takes the lead. Flips the scoreboard. Now he's got the 4 possession. Chomik decides to go into an early switch here from that green 5 and a yellow 5, which was Sting. Now we go 2 down to Monkey. Rolling with it. Here comes Chomik looking to fire back. Well, there's Grim's card. Grim, hope you get a nice peek at that, my friend. Into Steph. 1 down. Into Steven. We'll go to Bowtie now. Now we're starting to run the yellows, Brock, and you wonder when the fade can come in, because you've seen Grim do it, you've seen Chomik do it. Now the fade starts to come into play on what could happen moving forward.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of a fade look, so.
Oh, okay. Chomik looking for the lead. He's got it. If he plays here, he will. Chomik for the quad. He gets into Ashley's Wild, and that puts him in the lead. Little scoreboard flipper. Now he's up by 2. Here comes Grim, though. Grim looking to load up. Let's see what he's got. And Grim goes back into blue, so that's a little bit of an icer play. That's a good play, right, Brock? The end around, right? Ice Chomik out potentially. Even if it doesn't work, where he may have an extra blue, that red wild is lurking now. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Double red wild. That will ice out Grim. Good play from Chomik.
Chomik really wants this red.
Yeah, he does. Double wild or red. He's banking on it, but Grim will go to green.
Oh.
Green now for Grim. We'll see Chomik do. What?
Oh, Chomik gets the 3rd wild red.
What is
Crazy.
that? Oh my.
No way.
That is crazy, man. 3 wilds.
That is insane.
But Grim can run. 3 wilds?
3 wilds?
That's wild.
Regular.
What?
Oh, man.
That is insane, man. You rarely see that ever. Oh, it's not a regular one, but okay. Well, that's game. Well, 100%. Well, that's split ammo for sure.
Well, I guess we saw why Chomik wanted red.
Yeah, I mean, Chomik, you had 3 wilds and a +4. Grim, basically, game 1 had a pretty good hand. Talk to me through it, man. How were you able to use the split ammo? That's definitely a split ammo hand. You were able to use the split ammo there and work into your style, for sure.
Mainly just Grim spoon feeding me with that +4. I swear, that was the luckiest +4 play I could have ever gotten. That
Really?
+4 made me draw a wild +4.
Whoa!
All 4 of those wilds were from that +4, which is kind of crazy.
That is
Okay,
crazy.
that's just insane.
Yeah.
Having 4 wilds already is pretty crazy, but that's just takes it to a whole other level, man.
This bot's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Timing is everything. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Oh, I just stubbed my toe on the game. Okay. Not much to really say. It's just a lot of luck, really. I can't really toss that up to skill. That's just actual luck there.
Yeah.
Not much Grim could do about that, no matter what he did. It's not a mistake on his end or me being skilled. It's just luck. which is what 90% of Uno games are, but it would be nice to actually see like a good game happen.
We'll see. We could get one when we talk about the whiplash effect, Brock. And Grim, I don't know got much to add, man. I mean, he kind of summed it up. You basically gave him the +4, and hey, you live with that, right? Sometimes you live and die by the sword of the +4. We all know that game. But your thoughts on just the evolution, man? I saw you didn't do a 4-bag play at any point. You decided to split it up, play a little cleaner. Were you thinking about saving the +4 to the end possibly, or just live with it knowing, hey, you play the percentages, and if it happens, it happens with one wild +4 already off the table? Brock, my question to you, man. Yeah, time. I'm like, okay, so you play the percentage, right? You play it, and then hope to place a number efficiency. I got you, man. No problem. Brock, interesting game. We've had 2 games where both players have dominated on the stats department. That's a little stats breaker. But now we go to Grimm's homestand. You got to say he got the job. He's got the home court now if he can seize it. What's your thoughts on this game 3 moving forward?
Well, considering Graham
Of course.
managed to tie this series and he created the bond, I'd say that leaves him at a bigger advantage. But I don't. But Chomik's. I know Chomik's not going to give up without a fight, so it'll be interesting to see how this series goes forward.
Yeah, the meta so far
I'll
is
go and VC Tech says wow. And yeah, this was definitely a game which deserved a wow.
wild and wow, for sure. Wild and wow. All right, we'll go to game 3. Grim, everything's on the board, man, except for the 13. What are we thinking here? Wait for Grim. Let's go 14. All right, well, there you go. This Chomik's favorite. Here we go. Tygo inputs it in, and we're going to start it off with the guy that's been around the block in this league, probably one of the legends, another legend, Caesar Salad. We'll go into Aria now. Start it up with Aria. Brock, right now you got to think as Vapor joins us back. Both players now have won a game on a similar style as we get to the G6, popping bottles in the ice. Your thoughts on the fact...
Like a blizzard.
Like a blizzard. Let's hopefully we don't get slizzard. But anyway, we'll go green 1 here, double green 1 from Grim. But your thoughts on the back and forth on the stats department really winning out with playing 8 games? And how do you adjust knowing that this could be the last one? Or we could have 6 of these. We don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, the back and forth has certainly been entertaining, to say the least. You know, for a series to be as competitive as this one has, yeah, I mean, it's certainly something to look forward to.
Absolutely. We'll go into red 3 in the Kev. And now, Steve, you have something to say, my friend? No mean to cut you off.
No.
Okay, background, you're good. I'll get to you in a second. Red 4 here. Now we'll go up to Tapir. And you think this, Brock, it's a really interesting position, right? Now we've seen fades, and this game seems to be a little calmer. You wonder is when that ammo war, that ammo clash, the friction is going to depend to get the wins, because when you start getting that friction, it's playing B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's something we haven't seen yet, and that's something we're looking forward to. We'll go up to Sanford to Allen combo. Grim drops down to BC. Grim obviously with the host pro. Home table right now, in the lead. By a possession if he could play. Here he comes. And he does. He goes back to background character. Now what will Chomik do here? Chomik decides to throw the heat check there, Brock. Interesting. Your thoughts on that heat check wild and green?
I mean, it's something.
It is something because that's when we switched off the green too. So Grim's out. Chomik deciding to play the wilds early with the greens. Now we'll go into yellow. This could free up both. Still waiting on that Pandora with the blue, the ice cold. Grim can roll into his own card, of course. Here comes Chomik now. Decides to break the break on yellow. He'll go into blue. There's the ice cold. I just mentioned the ice cold blue. In the lane, Sanders, we'll see him moving on to the second round. Playing bow tie. Down to Bad Brad. Now, Chomik decided to make the break, but he'll keep it cool. A lot of numbers being played here. Up 1 from the blue 3. Does Grim make the attack? Here we go. Grim loading up and typing for a minute.
All right. Let's see it. All right.
All right, we'll give this one a sting. Sting cam. Sting, take it away.
He in the kitchen? We'll see.
He's
See
in
what
the
he's
kitchen.
brewing.
Let's see. Grim probably knows the 4. Grim has done unlimited commands and testing. I mean, when we unrestrict his bot, he's one of the best at it. Here we go.
That is at least a quad. It's going to be a red reverse. Is he going to bait Chomik with the power play? Probably not. Nope, he just wins it.
Reverse, skip.
6-card run to end the game.
Reverse, skip, meta. Cody Lamas would be proud. Well, Grim, congratulations on that one, man. You showed us a masterclass in cooking up some gourmet in the kitchen as we went to Sting Cam right there. We'll have to call down the broadcast Sting Cam when something like that happens. But your thoughts on the reverse skip meta, man, and being able to afford basically a chance to draw back. Did you pick up one of those skips and reverses to connect? Or do you think Chomik playing the wild gave you the advantage? The fact that he burned it and you were able to connect it to the end. Talk to me through. That was a good hand, but that was interesting. Chomik, did you have something cooking on that green wild? Was that a bait play? Were you trying to play isolation tactics? Because we saw you go right off it after you played it. I agree.
My thought process was I knew that MGR switched off of green, and I had a lone green 5 that I really needed to get rid of. I had another wild in the pack pocket anyway, so I could burn 1 and it would be fine. He had a green 8 at the beginning, but that's fine. And then I did green 5. He had nothing, like I thought he did. So I switched to yellow and then would have won if I had one more turn. My mistake was probably switching to blue, because looking at the chain at the event, yes, he did have a yellow skip, but he had nothing else on yellow, so I could have probably stayed on yellow and then I could have won. But in the moment, either way it would have worked, and I just thought that it was the funnier option to go to blue. So it's not really a worse play in the moment, but it's a worse play in hindsight because you know how it ends.
Real quick, let's see. Also, because it only sports 1v1. Interesting. That is very. That's something that I. You know what Cody Lamas, I gotta screenshot that because Cody and I have been so interested in why the hell is a reverse skip meta all the time. Well, now we know. I'll screenshot that for him. So that makes sense. That's why reverse skip meta. Okay. So that's interesting thing. That's something I never knew, and you wonder. That's right, with the one-on-ones, the old bot could it could go up to, I don't know, 10, 15 player. I don't even know what the old bot could go up to, but this bot, with it only being one-on-one, you wonder if the equal ammo distribution, if you get one reverse, you may get a skip. So it's interesting. It makes the game a lot more unique than ever, where you gotta know how to camouflage it. It's kind of funny. Brock, your thoughts on that, man? Now that we know the information, we shouldn't be surprised, because if you get a skip reverse package, hey, you can be creative with it.
Oh yeah, if you got plenty of skips and reversals, it can give you an advantage.
It could be. We'll see. So thank you for that tidbit, Grip. Yeah. Wait a minute. Tiger, you had 9 reverses in one game? Huh? That's an error, right?
Probably practice. Maybe it's practice.
Oh, the full.
A
full match. Okay. Well, you know what? If you went, so you had 2 reverses, 2 reverses because you went 4, so you had 2.2 reverses roughly. It's not bad. It's not bad if you as a stats, right? You divide it up, 9 divided by 4, right? Or 4 was it 2.25, something like that. Yeah. Regardless, though, yeah, that's not bad. It's a good average. Oh, 9. Well, what was the skips? I'll have to look back. So yeah, now that I know this information, it makes a little bit. That's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you for sharing that. We learn something new every day. Okay, well, Let's move it on. All right, Grim, you're up 2-1. Everything looking good in that 14. Everything's open, my friend, except the old 14 and 13. We're good everywhere else. What do we think? That's interesting, Brock. We learn something new every day. It was 14, 13, right, Tago? Just thinking. Yeah, it was. Okay. Let's go for a 10. All right. 5 fingers on the left, 5 fingers on the right. Combines makes 10. Let's go. Let's roll. Here we go. All right, we'll go to the Zach 103-2. 1 down this time. You know what? No problem, Grim. We got you, man. Grim can do an Uno log whenever he wants. He's the creator, man. He owns the show. He's the boss, right? There's a time when I'm the boss, but when he's playing, he's the boss. Anyway, we'll go red 5, green 5. Curtis LaPlante. We'll see both those guys on the Weekend Warrior showdowns coming up. Radden, we'll see what he can do in T2 after a heartbreaker in 7. Now we start to roll into the greens after a switch from Grim. We'll go into the popping bottles in the ice. G6, classic, the Vapor card. Now here comes Chomik with his own card, and he's going to say his famous word, based. You know he is. Called it. I'll say his famous word. Now let's see what Grim will do. Oh, there you go. There's the reverse. There it is, Brock, right? We just mentioned it. We can't be surprised anymore, right? Because this is part of the meta. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's certainly a strategy.
Yellow 2 now from good old Chomik. Of typos. Says him. Let's see what Grim will do on this yellow. So he's got yellow 1 now. Plays it cool into Brock himself. There you are, Brock. Getting some TV time. Now we'll see what Chomik will run with here. He'll play it cool into Camaro. Grim half off into Rogers. Shout out to Rogers. Great guy on commentating. He did a fantastic job the other day. Now Chomik looking to answer back. He'll go to Acosta. Here comes Grim. Grim loading up. And that's game. Wow. Grim up 3-1 with some ammo control. Wow. Grim, that was a great game right there, man. You really just decided to... I have to share this. Oh, wow. So you had a yellow... Okay, so you could have... What's up, blue 2? Let me see what you did there. Let me just backtrack. Okay, so you actually had the choice to go to the blue deuce, but you decided, okay, that's interesting. So you had the option when you did the yellow 2, you could have went blue. You held off on it. Okay, so your thoughts, Graham, when you're in that situation where you have a hand, we noticed a lot of these numbers have been very similar, right? We have noticed, and I think every single player that's played, gosh dang, why there's 7 9s in my hand? 6 8s. What? Right? We all scream at the top of our lungs in our head. What's going on? Your thoughts on the number efficiency? Was this something we really wanted to see with the bot? Right? The number efficiency, really get the skill out, because that's what we really want as a player. You want to not make stupid decisions, but also want to make great decisions through the number efficiency, which is a tactic that a lot of the players now almost develop in the league. Talk to me through that. And how you won the game with a little bit of control. Chomik, that was an interesting game, man. You really didn't have much of a control factor, but I will say the one thing you did have going for you in that crazy 10-card start was a little bit of the switch over to yellow. Why did you switch it to yellow, my man?
It was the only color that I had more than one card on.
He's trolling.
So... no, I'm not trolling.
Not you, not you, Chomik. Grim, you're good.
Anyway, yeah. Yellow was like the only color that I had that was more than one card, and I didn't really know what Myth had other than no reds. I could have switched over to red, but by the time I was able to, he would have just +4 blued and blue 2'd anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
I did have a +4, but there was no way in hell that I was going to be anticipating that. I should have anticipated that, actually, now that I think about it. I just didn't bother to check table for some reason. That's my fault.
I got you.
I think I deserve this loss. I could have easily avoided it, actually.
Okay.
By the way,
Thank you, Chomik. Yes, Sting, go for it. Sting Cam, what we got?
by the way, I would like to note there has not been a 3-1 comeback yet this round. So if Chomik manages to pull it off, he will be the first one to do it this round. Although plenty of 3-1 comebacks, I think all but one have gone to Game 7.
We'll see. That's a good note. Thank you for the stat nugget there. And real quick, Grim, he's a funny guy. I remember when Alex got hacked the first time. I think it was Grim. He sent me a DM of. I told him don't DM him, and he was he was doing some Class A trolling, man. I always remembered that he was. Oh man, it made me smile. Like that's every time you see a scammer, that's the way I do it. I gotta pull it up one day on my camera. Sometimes if I ever want to go to that, I always go to that DM. I always remember that picture from sent, and I always try to mess with the spam caller. So Grim, thank you for that, buddy. Appreciate that. That was good. That was Class A trolling. But William Brock, let me go to you here. Now, Brock, we have seen different types of games, but this one was more of just a control and ammo. Grim did a good job. How do you think Grim can finish it off here with power play? And we know Grim, he knows power play very well. He developed the rules in terms of automating it, right? He automated the power play. So now when that comes into play, how do you think this will affect this Game 5?
Well, I'm probably gonna jinx this again, but
Okay.
I think Grim's going to I think Grim's gonna win this and close it out.
All right, we'll see. Little Brockstradamus. We'll find out Brockstradamus is right. We'll see. All right. Chomik, your call, my friend. Be very hard-pressed not to see you go with the 14 here, but we'll see. What do we got? Everything but 13. We've kept it upper. Let's see.
Chomik's going to go with 14.
14 it is. Well, there it is. We'll start it up.
This is also true.
Yeah, 15, my fault. Did you win 15? Oh, yeah, 15. Sorry, my fault. We'll go to Pac Johnson. We'll see him on a 0. And on Monday, Grim with a little... Oh, well, we'll see what Chomik does. Well, you know what? Luckily for you, Grim, very, 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 very difficult to switch on a zero sugar off the start, but you never know. We'll see.
Chomik's going to go with the good luck.
You didn't see anything. The art of confusion. All right, let's see what we got.
Imagine Grim actually ends up not having a red 3.
He's going to troll, okay. Oh, the old fake play? Oh, boy.
He's still at the 3.
He's got the 3! Vapor knows that very well. Oh, he did it. I remember that one. That was H and Seth. Still remember that. Like it was yesterday. Into Stingray himself. Here comes Grim. Grim goes to blue early. A little wild action.
That's KT.
You know, KT, yes sir.
KT's card.
Sting KT. And we go to Nick. We'll go to Lane now. Now, Brock, interesting. Grim played the wild early. You talked about getting control of the game. You like that move, knowing that you're up 3-1 here, play a little bit more looser, or as we go into red? Well, now we'll know. Sting will know the answer.
Do it.
Do it.
Yes, it's destiny.
Do I do it?
Do you do it? MGR contemplates.
Peer pressure?
3, yeah. 1 from... Red 4! What a fake out!
Wait a minute. Is that the top rope? Is that Grim from the top?
What a fake out by mysterious Grim Reaper, man.
They don't call him the mysterious Grim Reaper for nothing, Sting. That's great. Oh my God, that was a good plug. We gotta clip that. All right, we'll go to Red Fort. That's all right. Here we go. Let's play the guessing game again. Does Grim have the red 3? He's got the 3.
Yes,
he got the 3.
red 3.
He's got it. Oh my God, that was classic. That was classic, man.
Doggo yells, yes.
Victory! Hey, keep it neutral. Nah, we're messing around. Nah, we know. We just jumped the gun, really. Honest to God. Oh boy, that's a good one. Anyway, we'll go up to Alan now. Now we'll see what Grim does after his typo's gone. So now we got a fair game. We'll go down to Zach, the starter. The starting card tonight. All right. Chomik into a reverse action. Plays into a double with background character. Grim just follows suit with Ghost. We'll see him tomorrow. Comes Chomik now. Plays a +2. Let's see what he's got here. Another +2.
+2 here. MGR up at 13. Chomik down to 3 now.
Not a finish, though,
Could this
Sting.
be the game end? No.
He'll go into Grim,
Yeah.
though. He'll go into Grim. Grim's
Only
gone.
down to 2.
Chomik gives Grim some extra. Let's see what Grim does to fire back here. Nothing. Just plays it cool.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's see if this is Chomik. High tree. Hello. Oh my God! Split ammo, Chomik.
That is the game.
Split ammo,
Chomik's
Chomik.
going to extend the series to Game 6. MGR still at power play lock. But Chomik's going to continue living.
Chomik living large. Chomik, that was definitely a game where it was more, you could play the split ammo, had a lot of the ammo cards, had a little fun there with the Grim on the 3. But your thoughts on the split ammo they're working with some of the action cards in your favor?
I definitely made the wrong choice at the start, but it was funny, so I did it. That is what it is. It's funny, I do it. The split ammo is just really just normal at this point. There's no real point at playing the +4 with the rest of the stack, because then you're just gonna be left with one card, and if they change color at all, you're screwed. So, yeah.
Grim, did you have anything to stop that? Go. Not really. Gotcha.
It's why you like to hold on to +4s for a while, because if you burn +4s specifically, you will get screwed over later on. Wilds are not as bad to burn, but I would still recommend not wasting them early. Unless you have a lot of them, then do whatever the hell you want. But yeah.
We'll see how this one goes. Let's go over to Brock. Brock, crazy game. Grim, the only thing I would say, I was going to ask, did you have anything to stop? And maybe could you have been a little less aggressive on the switching? But you know what? You kind of answered it. So Brock, now this is interesting. Grim's still with the power play lock here. Lots can still go right and wrong. Where do you think Chomik made the difference in that game? Was it a little bit of the luck, or do you think the split ammo, which he's really known for, was able to cook with the ammo given to him? Because he really got another Plan A win. We haven't seen many Plan B, C. We got a couple moments of Plan B, but no real moments of Plan B in that. What's your thoughts on that?
He's certainly been able to, make a slight comeback with the ammo that he had. So it'll be interesting to see how he does with the ammo he gets in the next game or two. If we make it to Game 7.
All right, we'll see how it goes. We'll go to Grim now, back at the start here. He's got no 14, 10, 13. Grim, no 10, no 13, no 14. Last home game, no matter what, man. What are we going with? What are we thinking? We'll see what Grim does here. Pivotal game 6, Grim with the power play. Lock, as Stink said earlier. Let's go 5. Okay. So we'll no send it. All right. The no send. Let's see how this one goes. And we'll start it up with a nom-4. All right. Nom-4 to start us. And we started up and we ditto it with a nom-4. Nice. First game, Brock, where we really don't know what's going to happen here because, let's face it, man, 5 cards is unbelievably quick or unbelievably slow. And we're going to see here as Chomik goes for the +2. And he's got another +2. And he's...
No way. No way.
What is this?
No. No.
Okay.
Good.
That was crazy. Well, now Chomik is giving Grim a heap of cards. Let's see how Grim responds here.
Will Grim have only numbers again?
Well, that's a good move to go back, to be honest. It's not the worst move.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Girls.
I would have went with a number there too. Think about it. 5 cards, you're playing percentages. That's a good move. And Chomik's strong. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a math guy. It's all about like win percentage for me.
For sure. And now we go to the red 4. And Sting, we talked about winning percentage, man. You're good at analytics. What are the winning percentages in a 5-card start when you're up 3? Do you think that's a good move? Do you think that's a good risk considering you're up the advantage? Or what would you say? Is that something you would do if you were playing? We'll get back to him on that. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Chomik now will go into Grim himself. Now let's see what Grim will do. Now let's see if Grim throws the ammo because Chomik's there. Let's see.
Now, yeah, I was saying in my game against Dark, it was game 7. It was game 7, and I had a home stand, and I was like, well, theory suggests I should go 5, but I've been unlucky every time I do that. And the reason that theory does suggest that I should go 5 is that when you're doing 5 cards, the first player has the biggest advantage as compared to a 15-card start or a 12-card start or anything other like that.
Right. It's a good risk for sure, and we'll see what Grim can do right here now as he's working his way down. There's a +2, so that's going to send Chomik back. That's now half the +2s, just like that. Juiced. All right, so Grim will go into red. Chomik now only up 3. There we go.
Grim fails at using his own bots.
We do a little trolling. We're going to Sanford. Now, the crazy thing is, Grim showed us a master class of cooking in the kitchen a little bit earlier with that 4 command chain, so it's interesting. All right, let's go to Brock here. Brock, interesting. We know Grim's got red, right? We know Chomik was a little juiced on yellow. Your thoughts on that wild switch? Do you like the aggression, especially considering half the +2s are gone, a lot of +4s still left?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a good strategy. Chomik tried to end it earlier, but Grim's
nice triple
not
here.
giving up without a fight.
Yeah, we failed to interrupt there, Brock. Thank you. Sting says a nice triple for Grim into Captain's beamy eyes. Happy birthday to the legend captain. In the yellow. Here comes Grim. Here comes Grim with the +4 into a 0 sugar. Grim working his way down now. Well, Chomik.
Grim's at 2, so at this point, Chomik's at desperation mode. Right?
Desperado mode for Chomik. Let's see. He'll go back to yellow. I think that's a safe bet, but we'll see. Did Grim fade it pretty well? Did he fade? He did. Great
Grim
work.
draws.
Great from Chomik there. Chomik with a great play. He's got to play the number game. Here comes the reverse. Just a simple two-bagger. Graham decides to
Draws again.
draw it back. Graham only up one
Getting
position.
close.
Yep. Nah, draw city. Here we go.
Oh, man.
I think for the first time all night, Stan, we can say it. We're finally at plan B, C, D in this game. It's been a while. It took a while, but here we are.
Yeah. For 5 games, these players have done nothing but plan A. Everything's gone their way for some player or another every time.
Oh, wait, now into Camaro. Now Chomik makes the break to red. Interesting. Interessante, says Chomik. We'll go.
MGR has it.
Nice.
The blue.
No, he says, with emphatic. We saw
No.
Tago saying yes. Now Grim says no. It's probably in response to that middle finger Chomik gave earlier in the game, huh? Yes.
No. Chomik says yes.
Has Chomik got a red 8 behind closed doors? Maybe so.
Taco says maybe.
Well, there's the red.
Chomik says a white +4.
So Chomik gets his way again. Let's see if Grim can get his way. Here comes Grim. Plays it cool. Now it's Chomik in a red 1. It's a ghost. Here comes Grim looking to fire back. Grim typing it up here. See what he's got. +4. There's another +4 sting. Same one, too. Greens. The old dark play. Now here comes Grim looking to load up again for a double. And only one left, says RFCT. Oh my goodness, is that game? No, it's not, but Grim got the Uno call in for sure. Good sneak attack. No power play here from either player, so let's see what we got from Chomik. Interessante.
Well, MGR probably doesn't have a blue because otherwise he would have used a power play and won. It's my thinking.
I don't think it matters here, Stan. I think. Let's see. Okay, brick. What did you brick the 3-pointer? What do we got?
Rock.
Brock the Rock.
Rock the rock.
Brock, you've been called out. You've been summoned. Wait.
What for?
Yeah, that was Sting. That wasn't Brock.
Hi,
Who
Chomik.
awakened the final boss?
You're waking the final boss. Into a blue 5. Let's see. Is it over? Is this the series for Grim? Is that a 5? Is that the 5? Oh, I would have lost it if that was the 5, man.
No, that would have been so funny if it was the 5, though.
Oh, man, I was starting to get vapor and I was starting to get flashbacks. Straight flashbacks. Draw City? I don't even know.
Chomik says whelp. Chomik says,
Is he going to go for a switch? He goes to green. Here comes Grim. No, nothing. So that works for Chomik. There's Chomik again.
Chomik says OMG and immediately goes into his own card.
Here comes Grim.
Chomik says bait.
Half off the special. With cap. Down 1 special. We go to Rad. Now here comes Grim. Looking to see if he got a 3. No, tied game again.
Grim draws. That's pretty huge.
Can Chomik take the lead for a minute? He goes to a new color dose thing. Does this free up Grim? 2 to 3.
Is this the dagger?
Does Grim have it right here? Or has he got a check? It will free Grim.
One.
It'll free.
2 to 2 now.
Deuce on
Such
deuce.
a tense moment right here.
Comes Chomik. Chomik looking for check. Another game.
Chomik says we're getting another Game 7. Now both of them have a power play.
My gosh. That's the last +4. That's it.
Wild +4. That's the game.
Oh, my word. I can't believe this. 13 Game 7s, man.
7th one in a row.
Are you not entertained at this rate?
By the way, I should say, if you are randomly assigning every game to have a winner, like with a 1/2 probability, the chance of 7 Game 7s in a row is 1 in 3,400.
What? We got to, Sting, you and me hit the lottery one day? Good Lord. Might have to, buddy. This is crazy, man. I got to go to Chomik here. Good. Chomik, crazy ammo game. Your thoughts on just able to manage the 5 cards, man?
What?
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 What? I don't know. He wants excitement.
The exciting factor. The league is scripted.
Oh, God, no.
It's scripted. It's part of the script.
Business decision. Exciting factor. Okay.
I did not deserve to win that. What the hell?
I
did not deserve to win
Okay,
that.
to be fair, my logic was sound. If Grim was trying, he
What?
would have used the power play.
I don't know why he didn't. Would it not have been exciting to also just finally get rid of the G7 curse? That would be exciting, would it not? Just like, because now I feel bad. Because you just let me win. That's not fun.
Oh.
Yeah, don't forget power.
It doesn't even matter. You could have still won because I played a blue 5 after that. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, wait. You could have still won. You could have still won. With or without PP, you could have still won.
Imagine
What's
if
the
MGR is pranking us and this is from Inspect Elements.
Are we in the Matrix thing?
What?
Are we in the Matrix? Are we in what?
No, Inspect Elements is a feature where you change text.
Oh.
But close.
Okay. Okay. I got nothing, man. I'm at a loss for words.
That was a turn of events which occurred.
Brock, your thoughts on what we just...
Well, considering considering how I got my prediction wrong last night, seems like there's a chance I could. Since I've jinxed last night's winner, or what I thought would have been last night's winner, I feel like I might have already jinxed it again.
Is William Brock is the key to success? William Brock for Game 7s. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Short says those in Pick'em are screaming at this one.
Well, here's what I'll say. Grim's the boss, right? When he's playing, I'm not even the boss anymore. It's his bot. He's the boss. So I'm superseding.
Paper and Nam pinging yep as in VC text.
He's the boss. Let's go to Chomik for the last call. Let's find out what we can and can't do. No 5. Well, we know he ain't gonna pick that. All right, Chomik. No 15. No 5. No 14. We can't finish it on 15, 14. What are we gonna do? All right. Here we go. Game 7. Somehow, some way, OG filling. Good for that. Oh my God. We started it off with the +4 off the start. It's pretty much game 1 all over again, yeah. circular narrative. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Hey, man. You're the boss. I ain't gonna say much on that. You're the boss, right? Normally.
PC text Yepa said, "My powers can't contain MGR having the memory of a squirrel and forgetting about power play."
Good old Pez. He wants the fun fact. There's base card. Let's keep it going. Now we'll see how this one goes. Graham looking for the excitement factor. Here we go. Green 0.
Man.
In a green 1 now. Up from Janet Aria. Power play on the board for both now.
Nick says, "No way."
No way. No way. All right. Chomik, we're going to load up here. We'll go to green 5. We'll go into a yellow wild now. That'll be the Llamas card, of course. See Cody on Sunday afternoon. Here comes Chomik.
If this is the first 3-1 comeback of the round, I swear.
We'll see. We'll see what Grim can throw up here. He's been in control of this series. Say what you want, most of the series, so we'll see. Here comes Chomik with reverse. Plays a double into Grim himself. 2-possession lead now. Yellow 9 into Acosta. Yellow 3 into good old Monkey Boy. Grim now looking to see if he can counter back. Acosta was his last card. We'll see what he does here. Grim loading up. Let's see what he's got. He's been known for these crazy runs so far this series. Does he have one more in the tank? He's got another one. It's called that one. I read that one like a book, man. How about that? A little quintuple play from Grim. Chomik goes into red. Here comes Grim. Does he have red? He's got red. Red 1. And the ghost. Chomik plays a little bit of iso ball in the red and red to blue. Grim can roll with the blue. Grim to 2. Chomik rolls instead retro 8. Here comes Grim for check. Grim looking for it. Got the check. Now Chomik, what will he have? Chomik with a huge decision here. What's he going to do? All right, thank you. Well, Chomik's got to make a decision. Do what, though? We'll see what Chomik does here. What's it going to be from Chomik? He's just... What is it going to be, Chomik? What are we doing? Quit the nonsense. You can't, Chomik. He's at Uno, man. I said that.
He's gonna draw. Watch.
Oh, Brad off the top rope.
You can't
All right.
okay.
You convinced me enough. Shirts off. 1 second.
She's gonna draw. I know it.
All right, it's off. We're good. Yes, sir. Shout out Jerry. Anyway,
6-card run, maybe.
Tago likes
Maybe.
that. Here comes.
Yeah, 6-card run.
Green skip. Well, this is the reverse skip. Here we
Oh,
go.
no.
Does Grim get the win right here on the green 8?
On his own card, is it based?
Is it based or Grim gets it done?
It's based.
Grim with the devil.
Uh-oh.
Grim says devil face. The smiling imp.
Careful, he's gonna draw. I can see it. I know this. I know this beat from D2. This happens a lot.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Or do you? What, 2?
Well, Chomik works it out.
I've seen so many D2 players do that where they yap like that and then they draw like they act like they're going to win, then no.
Well, I don't know. We're typing a lot. Well, that's game, yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, Chomik gets a 1 in probably the weirdest stream I've ever been a part of. Yeah, we'll just go. That was interesting. Chomik, you complete the 3-1. I don't have much words to say about that. Welcome to Uno After Dark. That's all I got. That's why I'm retiring from that, I guess.
Man, this was a game.
Of all time?
This was a game of all time.
I mean, we had a 25 minute.
Today, the entire slate today, 3-1 comebacks all failed 3 straight times, and now on the 4th time it works.
Yeah, and this is how it happens.
Yeah, this is interesting to say the least.
What?
I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this.
Thank you.
Grim froze. Dear God.
I was preparing to do like a really weird ass Uno PP, but like MGR had 1 card left, so it didn't work. I was gonna do a really weird PP, and it would have been funny, but no, it didn't work.
Okay.
All the favorites won too.
But I don't think that I deserved to win this match. I don't think anyone here thinks that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I agree.
Yeah, this one's a
I
head
did not
scratcher.
deserve that.
I'm not gonna lie.
I did not deserve that, but hey,
It's Uno After
play
Dark.
stupid games, win stupid prizes. I can't really expect not
The
that not to
content.
happen now.
It's okay. It's for the script.
It's for the content.
Real, for real.
God. Well, Grim, I hope you had a lot of fun, man. You gave us a lot of content. I'll give you that. Your thoughts on, just having a good time tonight for sure. Brock, I don't know where to begin. It was crazy. I mean, as I get my blue shirt back on, good Lord. What a crazy game this was. How do you describe it in a couple words? I don't really know what to do with my hands right now. Do you?
Well, just like I mentioned earlier, I jinxed this game just like I jinxed last night's.
All right, well, we know the secret. William Brock in a VC. He's going to get a lot of blackmail after this game. Good to hear. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Well, Grim, any final reactions? Chomik, you're moving on to play either a really strong opponent in Cody Lamas, who is not one for games, or Retro. Well, Retro definitely is, but your thoughts on if you play either one?
I feel bad. I can't even think about that right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
I feel terrible. I feel terrible now. Thanks for ruining my day.
Nah, man, don't. I don't even know what we're doing here.
Like, I was having a great day, and now I have to now I have to deal with this.
I got nothing. I really don't got anything. I don't really know what to think, man. I don't really know what to think.
So in the span of 2 tournaments, I've had the worst way to lose and the worst way to win. What's next?
Worst way to tie would be back to Super League. I don't know. Only Super League.
How can you even tie in this? I don't think it's even possible to tie in a best of 7.
Only Super League best of 8. That's it. That's the only time you can tie in groups. Anyway, we're gonna be signing off for tonight. This has been a MRE Uno production with the boss, and I have not many words tonight. I'm usually one for many words. I really don't got anything, so we're gonna sign off here. I'll see you back tomorrow at 1 o'clock in prime time afternoon hours with Charles Sanford and Camaro in the Golden State battle. For Brad, Christian Talgo the ref, Luke, Nam, Nick, Short, Stingray for co-commentating, Vapor a little bit with the 25-minute pregame. William Brock for helping me co-commentate, Yepez joining. I want to congratulate both MGR and Chomik on a great night. Congratulations to Chomik, and Grim's the boss. Have a good night. See you, everybody.